I do want to ask you, because you said you're a big right-brained creative type. You love self-help. What are some of your favorite books? I like to ask this of guests.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And honestly, anything that comes to mind, don't think it has to be like this, remarkable work of literature. If it's Dr. Seuss, go with it. But what is a book you'd recommend people read, or don't even recommend it? What's a book that really kind of impacted you?
Oh my gosh, so many. I'm such a bookworm. I also have a pile of books that I have not read that I'm like staring at me.
I collect books and I don't read them.
Me too. like, have you read that book? I haven't. I just haven't read it.
It's on my bookshelf for the last year.
Yeah, I know. I'm like looking at my bookshelf. There's so many. Oh my gosh. I'm going to speak to, no, it's fine. That's good. I'm just going to speak to, because this is, I think, something not a lot of people know about, and I'd love to empower them with it, around flower remedies. I love Dr. Bach's A Guide. Excuse me, actually I have it right in front of me because I was looking at it earlier. But A Guide to the Bach Flower Remedies by Julian Bernard. Basically, any literature by Julian Bernard, if you're interested in flower remedies, he's just phenomenal. He explains things so beautifully. And if you have even a slight love of plants, you're just going to fall deeper and deeper in love. So Julian Bernard is an author. And gosh, I am so bad on the spot.
No, that's a great one, because I think that's very unique. That's not the essential kind of, Tolstoy and this, which are, great and can beckon your soul, but that's really unique. And anyone listening that's going through any trauma, emotional or anything, definitely read that, right? That is insight into how nature is already there for us to help us deal with it. It's not that you need to go, and take something chemically based or have some kind of really, really deep, profound, realization to get through it. It's right there in nature. It's crazy how you could go outside and find most of the things that'll help heal us.
Right? It's incredible. It really opened my eyes to that. And not just the power of plants, but also the power of water and light. And really, I think what I love about Julian Bernard too is he does a really good job of explaining the invisible. And that's what we, especially as Americans, have a really hard time grasping. And I know personally, it's understanding that there's more to this world than what we can see. And you can choose to link spirituality to it or not. That's what I love about flower essences. You can make it spiritual, or you can take it out if you want to. But I really love how he describes it. And then as far as nutrition goes, solid, what everyone should have is Nourishing Traditions. Sally Fallon, she's a go-to. I don't agree with everything that she says or does, but for someone that just wants to understand food at its core, and also kind of some of the lesser agreed with ideas around food when it comes, to understanding nutrition, I think she's a great source. So that's something I recommend to all my clients to at least have in your home. And it's, the first part is a lot of information, and then most of it is recipes. And a lot of them are recipes that are old school, right? So if you've ever wanted to know how to make yogurt, if you ever want to know how to do sourdough, make your own bone broth, which I'm a massive fan of, all these different recipes that our generations really didn't receive, that others did. They used to be passed down. This book is kind of a link to those older traditions. So that's a really great one if you're wanting to dive into health.
Yeah, those are great recommendations.